right, I call the meeting to order. Will everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Publics Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meeting of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the Cedar Grove Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be advertised by having the date, time, and place thereof posted on bulletin boards in the district, published and are transmitted to the Verona Cedar Grove Times and Star Ledger newspapers, tap into online news, filed with the township clerk, and posted on the district's website. Roll call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Here.
Mrs. Miga.
Here.
Mr. Pervulovich. Mr. Shoner.
Here.
Mrs. Dai.
Here. Meeting is open to the public for comments on items on the agenda. Seeing none. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going well.
Good.
Last meeting of the year.
Yes.
How time has flown by.
Yes.
It's a fast year.
It was a
really
fast year.
was.
Yeah. A lot going on.
Absolutely, definitely a lot going on. And we'll get to it since there's a lot going on. Committee reports.
No.
No,
None.
no one. Alrighty
No,
then.
Nothing.
Well, I attended the Home for the Holidays event at the high school
Right.
last night that Jelani Remy had, I guess, organized. And, you know, I'm not wowed that many times. I mean, you know, the birth of my kids, like, that's a wowing moment. But, like, last night, I mean, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
amazing.
One of his friends, so I mean, it was like a whole cast of characters. I mean, you had Cedar Grove alumni singing up there. You had current Cedar Grove teachers singing up there,
Wow.
playing the piano. You had them in the chorus with our high school kids. I mean, you had the band playing, and then he had just a whole host of, like, friends. The PV choir was there also with our choir. It was, and then they had this one guy, and I don't know what his name was, but he was in the Phantom of the Opera, and he sang, and we were all, I mean, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And then he had it was a former, cast member who was in Smokey Joe's Cafe, and she sang. It was
Wow.
just,
You were floored.
I
Phenomenal.
honestly was.
Broadway show.
Yeah.
I truly was. And then he had, I guess it was at one point, the male choir students, and you could see they were like, who, us? Come on stage, and they sang with, like, I don't know, Jelani and like 4 other people, and what an experience. Like, I wish
Great.
Nick Splendore would have been here, because I really would have liked to, and maybe I'll hopefully remember next month to ask him, but
Right.
I mean, what an amazing experience for these kids. It really was.
It's great.
So I, you know, as much as I had a million things going on last night, and I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna stay for 2 hours, I did, and it was amazing. So,
Great.
if you didn't see it, you missed out big time, let me just tell you, so.
next year.
Maybe, hopefully, right? And I'm imagining, I mean, the whole thing was a fundraiser, so the place was packed, people donated food, you had the bake sale, there was a lot going on, but it was pretty amazing. And, I know, at the event last night, Jelani had said that, Jen Jessen was one of his, biggest inspirations and one of the reasons why, he's kind of done what he's done. And to have that much impact on somebody who goes on and does something amazing with their life, has got to be such the most satisfying feeling, knowing
Sure.
that you made, that much impact in someone's life.
And how nice of him to come back and give
Absolutely,
back
to give
where
back,
he.
to give back, which is just, amazing. And then
Yeah.
so many of, his friends, and he talked about how he was like in the 5th grade with this, this one girl, and they were in the plays together, and then she sang with him, and it was really,
Very nice.
it was pretty amazing.
That's fabulous.
Yeah,
It is.
it was a fun night, so. Anyway, that was that, that's what I did. But now I'm here, so.
Great. Yes. Yes.
And we move on, right?
Yes.
We don't have any board presentations this evening, too bad. So we're gonna move on. Not that they weren't amazing last time, but
Right.
Great.
they were really amazing.
Yep.
But we're moving on. So, from the Office of the Business Administrator and Board Secretary, under minutes, can I have a motion for B1 through B4?
So moved.
Second.
B1 is a motion to approve the public and executive meetings of December 4th. B2 is a motion to approve the budgetary transfers for the month of November. B3 is a motion to approve the treasurer's report for the month of October. And B4 is a motion to approve the board secretary's certification to the Cedar Grove Board of Education pursuant to the code. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. Under bills, can I have a motion for B5?
So moved.
Second.
B5 is a motion to pay the following list of bills that were in our packet. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. Under business, can I have a motion for B6 and B7?
So moved.
Second.
B6 is a motion to approve the health and safety evaluation of school buildings checklist for the 18-19 school year. And B7 is a motion to approve the location agreement with Lion Television and the Cedar Grove Board of Ed. Any discussion? Roll
Nope.
call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. From the Office of the Superintendent of Schools, under Personnel, we're going to get a superintendent's report.
Yes.
Yay.
Sorry, dear.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
The December edition of the CGST newsletter. Ready. I want to steal the thunder away because I'm sure you'd love to review these photos and the narratives at home or a comfortable place, but that's why we're here, right? This is what we do, the second meeting of the month. We do the superintendent's report. I love this format. It's fun to work with the principals and the teachers. By now, we've evolved into where teachers from all over the district are sending content to me directly, and it's so much fun creating this newsletter. I hope you enjoy it. So what I've done this month is rename the CGSD as the Charitable Giving School District. I have been in awe of the generosity demonstrated across this district. And so I thought I would feature that in this month's edition. So the Charitable Giving School District, forgive me, this is not the easiest thing to navigate. There's not, assistance is coming. Remind me again how I do this. Hold the button, push your button.
We are future ready.
We are future ready, but the superintendent does not know how to move the clicker. We gotta work this off camera.
Maybe it's the batteries.
It might be. Apparently there's a battery issue. And then there's, oh gee, really, it's all coming back to me now. Wow,
It's been a long time.
it's been a long time. There it is.
Last month.
So, yeah, I had some fun with the nomenclature of the Cedar, okay, let's move on. Try and folder, okay, it's always there, at a click of a button, let's hope you don't have to navigate a mouse. And so let's just talk briefly about the South End contributions, their service project, their food bank, just the charitable giving is off the charts. So take some time with those photos of those spaces. We're so happy to be helping those in need. I'm so proud that they are. Some more photos. Like I said, most of this newsletter is just highlighting the activities, some of the innovative things going on in our school at South End, kindness countdown chain, the giving tree, North End, the food drives, the toy drives, of course, the holiday work being done in our art rooms at North End and South End, using model magic, a tradition of Mrs. Martin's.
The penguin and the snowman. Did you see the snowman?
See that?
Yep.
I had to
Actually, didn't
glue
find
his
out how.
earmuffs back on.
Yep.
Don't ask
And
me
the
to do
bunny.
that.
I still have it.
You still have yours?
And then
They're on the
yeah,
tree.
absolutely.
we have it, yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
Tradition continues.
Yes.
As we navigate down here carefully, at the middle school, the student council has done some amazing work, some amazing charitable work. The Random Acts of Kindness Club, from food drives to visiting nursing homes, these two young fellows have made it their mission. Let me read this if you don't mind. Preston and Jake Soreva.
I think it's
You know that name. They donate new unwrapped toys. These boys collect these toys and deliver them to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, CHOP, you know it that way, in memory of their brother Sebastian, who passed away. So every year, these boys make it their mission to collect unused toys and give to others in need. district. Her husband is in Afghanistan right now, so we were writing letters to him and his battalion. We just thoughtful, great things going on. More work done on behalf of our cycle classes. In world language, they're doing great poetry. What we call the poema de diamante, shaping the diamond. I just thought that work right there was just so beautiful. So I'd feature that. Nice job, Jennifer. Of course, our 7th and 8th graders doing great things in math class, the science class, and the social studies. Authentic, genuine learning. It's great stuff. And the fall MMS newspaper was recently released. I thought I'd embed that in the newsletter as well. But there at your leisure, take a look at that. Some great stuff. Should I click it? All right, come on, let me give it a try. Let me see. Can I click it there? What do you think?
Didn't want to stop where you're ahead, huh?
Oh, there we
There you
go.
Oh,
There's some great stuff in here. Most of it is fall themed, Halloween, Thanksgiving. But there's a lot of great stuff in here that kids have worked on, and I wanted to push it out because it's great stuff. They have Halloween Mad Libs, and they have writing samples, and nice job, Robin. It just goes on and on and on. Halloween, word scrambles, and just fun stuff. So check it out. Okay, don't ask me how to get back to where I was. That's an entirely different problem.
I'd click on
Click
the,
the other tab.
the other tab.
The other tab.
Oh, everybody's an expert.
That tab.
That-
Yeah,
yeah.
I have to indulge them. I feel superior as well. Back down here. I promise you, I'm almost done here. Mr. Mangili has Twitter posts I would embed here as well. Check those out. It's great stuff. Please follow him. And we had our retirement
right.
with Julie and Mike and myself. We say congratulations to Julie after 16 years. She's leaving us as of Friday. We wish Julie Donahue well. Congratulations, Julie. Shout out to the CGEF. Of course, you can follow them on Facebook and our social media contacts. So enjoy the newsletter. I'll be blasting it out for everyone to see, and enjoy. Happy holidays.
Very nice. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, again.
Enjoy.
Alrighty, so moving on, under personnel, can I have a motion for S1 through S11?
so moved.
Second.
S1 is a motion to approve the superintendent's report. S2 is a motion to affirm the superintendent's report on harassment, intimidation, and bullying from December 4th. S3 is a motion to approve Elizabeth Daniel, North End School paraprofessional at the rate listed. S4 is a motion to approve Mark
Cifelli?
Caffelli, okay, district substitute custodian. S5 is a motion to approve the resignation due to retirement of Marie Riley. S6 is a motion to approve on second reading the Washington DC trip. S7 is a motion to approve on second reading the Italy trip. S8 is a motion to approve the affiliation agreement between the Cedar Grove District and Caldwell University regarding liability insurance. S9 is a motion to authorize attendance at the following events. S10 is a motion to approve the following leaves of absence. And S11 is a motion to approve the following students for classroom observation. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes,
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. Under policies, can I have a motion for S12?
So moved.
Second.
And I guess before that, you should talk about it, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. At least I remembered at some point.
Yes.
Yes.
Without any discussion, you could have just jumped right in at that point, too.
A little gun shy after that display of technology ship there. So,
Technology right here, you're good.
we're good.
It's the on button.
I think, is
Yeah,
is
you
that
are.
on?
I was
think
just
I'm on.
messing with you. You are.
She's tough. She's tough.
It's been a tough
Reel
evening.
her in, reel her in. Fantastic. Policy 5330.04, administering an opioid antidote. This is a new policy that we've adopted, and here's why. The Overdose Prevention Act, approved by the legislature and signed by the governor, provides immunity from civil and criminal liability to a healthcare professional or pharmacist who prescribes or dispenses an opioid antidote to a person capable, in the judgment of the healthcare professional, of administering an opioid antidote in an emergency. In addition, the Act provides similar immunity to non-healthcare professionals who, in an emergency, administers an opioid antidote to a person who the person believes, in good faith, is experiencing an opioid overdose. On December 6, 2018, our school physician at Vanguard Medical assigned Dr. Nalino Carnazan to train and certify that all 4 of our nurses employed by the district are capable of administering naloxone, aka Narcan. It comes in the form of a nasal spray. As such, I recommend to the board tonight that they adopt policy 5330.04 at this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. So I don't know where I left off. So under S12, can I have a motion if I didn't already ask for one?
You did, but-
so moved,
Did-
yeah.
And I second,
Okay,
yeah.
and S12 is a motion to approve the first reading of the following policy that Mr. Featherman read to us.
Right.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. Under contracts, can I have a motion for S13?
So moved.
Second.
S13 is a motion to approve the following contracts for special education students as recommended by the Director of Special Services. Any discussion? Roll call?
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. The meeting is open to the public for comments on items on or off the agenda. Seeing none.
Nope.
Announcement of future meetings. The next one is our reorg meeting, January 2nd, 2019, where we will welcome 3 of our board members for new terms, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Very exciting. All right. Same time, same place, and then at that meeting, we will let everybody know what the calendar is for future dates, because it's the reorg, and that's what we do. Okay. One thing I forgot to mention before we wrap up is some of us attended the 8th grade orientation the other day, and I forgot about that. So I didn't want to miss that, but it was great, I thought. I like the way the format is done, where Mr. Mangili had all the future 9th graders come into the auditorium. I like that they all got magnets that said the class of whatever the heck they're gonna be, 2023? I think that's pretty neat, I have to say. And I look forward to my magnet next year, because I didn't get one last year. But I think it's a great, great idea, you know, just.
No.
And then everybody was broken down, and they went into different groups, and there was an area where Mr. Bogarty talked, and there was an area where they had the clubs, and I know Mr. Costner was doing something, and so I think just everybody moving around the building and just, you know, seeing different things. It just showcased, like, some amazing stuff that's kind of going on in our school.
It was fascinating because they get to actually hear the teachers talk about the
Absolutely.
curriculum
Right.
in that particular area,
Right.
which was nice.
Yeah, no, I thought that was great. And Mr. Featherman has some great ideas from some possible entertainment
Yes.
in the
Yes.
in the high school cafeteria for next year. So we
Yes.
look forward to that.
Gotta be surprised.
Tune in next time.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. So anyway, that was just it. I didn't want to forget about that. And thanks to everybody who kind of took the time out, and the students who took everybody around, and you know, nobody had to do that, and they chose to, and I thought that was great. So.
Great night.
It was, I think it was fantastic. Anyway, I guess happy holidays
Yeah.
and all that. And it's been a fun year, and thank you. And thank you for those of us serving your first year, which is a few of you.
It's been a great year.
And we accomplished, and our big thing was the bond referendum.
We did.
I mean, all the other stuff.
We
but-
did, and we
That
had
was a big
ton
deal.
of support for that.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think that's great. And it just shows that, you know, people like what we're doing, and they support our efforts, and
Yes.
I think it's kind of fantastic, so.
Absolutely.
And thank you, obviously, the both of you, for everything you do, and happy holidays. And
It's getting a little uncomfortable now, isn't it? Really?
all right, well, then, no, not happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to you.
Oh, we tease, we tease. Yes, and thank you to the board for all of your tireless support. I mean, we have so many things going on, and you have to balance, you know, paying for new things, and and what do we value, what do we keep, what do we renew, and it's been great, so thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, well, if there's nothing else, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So-
Anyone?
Both of you, all of you.
So moved.
Michelle could second it.
I'll second it.
She's all inspired by the singing from last night.
Yes, she's singing, yes.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Yes.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes, the meeting is over. Have a good night, everyone, and a happy holidays.